Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. I know this is a very odd place to start, but I seem to be having some connection issues the last time I tried this, so I thought I would just get into the game first, and then we'll talk about the character and the rework. So in the last video, I talked about Diablo's rework. This time we're going to talk about Lunara's rework. Now, whereas I play a lot of Diablo, I always have, I have not played that much of Lunara. I'm not much of a Lunara player, so if I do things wrong here in terms of how to play her, please feel more than free to let me know in the comments if you are a more experienced veteran Lunara player than I am. So, one of the things that changed in her base kit was the Wisp. Now, when you put it in a bush, like if I send it over here, if it stays there for 2 seconds, look at that. The vision radius increased somewhat. Now, there is a talent here. Let's look at the teams first. Lunara, Diva, Uther, Nazeebo, Thrall versus Karazim, Sonya, Vala, Zagara, and Zul'jin. So, there's really no need for Sentinel Wisp here, which is a great way to increase the radius and reveal the surrounding area, which is great against stealth heroes. So, also they added this talent here called Hippity Hop, which is a talent as a way to help Lunara get across big maps, since that usually is quite a problem. I am going to go ahead and pick that, just as a way to try and see if I can get some use out of it, especially on a map like this, where in case I start here, I need to make my way to the top. Of course, right now, I don't have much in the way of wave clear, but that can change later on in the game. Now, when I say I'm not much of a Lunara player, it's not that I think Lunara is bad, because she is good. In good hands, I have seen Lunara just be an incredible damage dealer. She's extremely frustrating to play against. But she, of course, is really squishy with that much health, and she's all about, like, attack, and then move, and then attack. I guess it's called kiting? I've never been good at that, so I just never really gravitated towards, Lunara, with that kind of play style. Now, let's see if that poison is enough to actually kill him. But look at my health. You see what I mean? So squishy. Siphoning Toxin. This was considered like a joke by a lot of us. We thought it was, like, hilarious. Like, you would hardly ever get any real value out of that. So look at my movement speed. You can see it's all over the place. That's from the level 1 talent. But you can notice a bit of a change. So let's see. Do I want to go for the increased range and radius? Nah, I think I'm going to go with Nature's Culling. Especially on a map like this.
It is done. Activate the shrine. Defeat its guardians, and the punishing will be ours.
Nature reclaims all.
Of course, no stopping Sonya when she's doing that. Not unless you have some way to crowd control her. I mean, that poison can stay there for 9 seconds, and that can just be devastating. But look at my health. Look at how quickly where I feel like I have to run away before Zul'jin kills me. I have an Uther on my AI team, but he's obviously a little distracted. By the way, Thrall and Vala, duel in the bottom lane. Alright, let's see. Whew.
The forest fights back. You are one with the forest.
Ah, I mistimed it. Alright, so let's see. So unfortunately, I don't have the one that reveals. I probably should have taken that just for the creep. I didn't even think about that. Increases the damage of Lunara's next basic attacks by 50%. Does more damage when they have 3 stacks. Causes Lunara's next basic attack to hit up to 4 enemies. Let's go ahead and do that.
Where's the excitement? Take my spear. I seek the
Oh, you can see that boost kick in there.
Love watching you work.
Oh my goodness, that Hydra does so much damage.
Well, let's
Alright,
retreat.
so Leaping Strike. Dealing forward damage, slowing them. Thornwood Vine. 3 charges. Let's go with Thornwood Vine.
We'll renew these lands.
Especially if we're going to be fighting for these here. That can apply damage to enemies as well as the objective monsters. Remember, they're called monsters.
Where's the excitement?
So here's an example. It goes there and increases the radius. It doesn't do that, you know, reveal the rest of the area unless you take that level 1 talent. And I do expect that to be the case
Force fights back.
at some point.
You can't run from nature.
Of course, with all those charges, look how quickly I spread that poison.
A thorn in your side.
Now you're dead. Good for you.
It's only what you deserve.
So this is what it feels like to play Lunara. Or play Lunara well. I've never been a good Lunara player. But I've run across a lot that are.
Another shrine will be active soon. Do not let our enemy claim it.
Now, of course, I'm waiting to hear what people who regularly play Lunara a lot say about this rework, this change here.
Let's get to the root of this
Like, how do they feel? The people who, like, obviously, I play Diablo a lot, so the rework for Diablo, you know,
Claim the shrine.
you know, I already said it's like, well, I think, what I think about that, but this is gonna be a little different.
Think again before you trespass.
I guess you could say that the people who regularly play Lunara, it's gonna be almost the same way as it was for me with, since I'm someone who regularly plays Diablo. You can see the little boost there that I'm getting to try and get to this point faster.
I seek the enemies of the forest. You can't run from nature. Taste my spear.
Sweet for good meat.
Fresh food for the clan.
Okay. Let's see. Now, Greater Spell Shield has always been regarded as one of the absolute best spell shields in the game. But against this team, do I really need it? No, I don't think so. Reduces the cooldown by 3 seconds. Increases the slow duration and no longer decays.
Cheers.
And I'll just go ahead and go with that. I mean, it does include abilities, so maybe that can help against these guys, including maybe Zul'jin's abilities. I don't know.
Our Punisher has
I think if I was playing against a you know, a spellcaster or two, it would be like a must. Like you absolutely need to take it. Look at that damage. The damage over time is just so strong.
A thorn in your side. Finally.
8-4, no. Damage is okay.
Choose a talent.
I will renew the
Alright, let's see here. Faster. Increases his basic attack range. We have stuns. We have slows. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
for the wilds. Time for some rework. You can't run from nature. I just love watching nature.
We have destroyed a fort together.
So satisfying.
Alright. Now, of course, if I was playing against human players, they would have absolutely killed me with that little health. They would have ganked me and wrecked my day. Which is why I find myself not usually playing a lot of Lunara.
Seek the enemies of the forest.
And again, I'm not saying anything negative or, you know, trying to hate on Lunara or anything.
Enemies of the forest.
She's just not for me. She's just not my playstyle.
keep up the fight.
She's a perfectly fine character.
Suffer as the wildlands suffer.
I just can't ever seem to play her well. But again, if any of you are watching are more regular veteran Lunara players than I am, please feel more than free to let me know what I can do to get better at playing Lunara. Like just any advice that that you would have.
Activate the shrine. Do not let our enemy claim the Punisher's power.
Of course, that level 1 talent for the Wisp, increasing the radius, would be great here, because then you could literally see the entire area.
Run from nature. Hear the call of Kalimdor.
Yeah, see, look at that.
Where's the excitement?
The fight. Well done. We have summoned an arcane Punisher from the depths.
I love this extra movement speed she has.
Run from nature.
Now she's been slowed,
The forest.
taking all that extra damage. Woo!
A valiant strike.
The forest fights back.
I don't know if this is going to be the go-to build for Lunara or not, but I'll tell you what, I'm not opposed to the idea of her getting banned in drafts for ranked play. I think she could end up being that strong that she'll be a high priority ban. Alright. Obviously I'm playing against AI, so this is not necessarily something that I do regularly with Lunara.
Now we are
I sometimes have a tendency to Whether it be overextend or I don't know. She almost feels about the same as she did before. But then again, I took talents that I'm pretty sure were already in her talent tree. We went with Hippity Hop, Nature's Culling, Splintered Spear, Thornwood Vine, Greater Spell Shield, and Unfair Advantage. So, at level 20, I do like Forest Wrath because it not only increases the range, but also increases her vision radius. Like, she provides so much vision with herself as well as her Wisp. If you take that Sentinel Wisp, oh man, she's gonna provide so much vision for herself and her team. Galloping Galt, really good, 80% for 6 seconds. Whew, that's really good. Like, she's got things here that I think in the hands of a better Lunara player than myself, she's gonna be fantastic. I thought she was already pretty strong, but then again, I thought Diablo was already pretty strong, and they changed him, so I guess perhaps she fell into that group of characters that had one build, and they wanted to give her more variety, maybe? I don't know. Again, I highly encourage that if you're someone watching who has probably played more Lunara than I have, feel free to let me know what you think about the new Lunara, what you think about what I could do to try and get better at playing Lunara, what you would want to do as the new Lunara in terms of a build, and, you know, just feedback about Lunara as much as you want. I'm all completely open to it. Make it nice, constructive, though. No nasty, negative stuff, please. And I am probably going to work on getting more of my Nexomania rewards here. Gotta do support, so I guess I'll probably play more Deckard Cain. Been playing and winning a lot with Deckard Cain. I think I'm like 9-1. Let me see here. Yep, 9-1 with Deckard Cain. So it's going pretty well. I also got to head on over to Overwatch and do more of that anniversary stuff. So I will see you guys next time.